Hey all, welcome back to another episode of the Commute, where I'm not moving right now. Not many of you have asked this question, but I just thought I'd talk about my various hobbies and interests, just to kind of give you guys a better idea of why I sometimes include weird games or I talk about random things that are not related to cars. Because cars is not the only thing I do. I don't live and breathe cars. I almost do, but I have other things that I like. Like, very recently, I started getting back into model trains. For some reason, I wanted to do that. You know, now that my kid is here, my daughter, I thought it would be cool to get a little bit more into model trains again, because it's basically toys, and it's a little bit expensive for toys, but it's also a hobby, and I thought it would be something that me and my daughter could enjoy and hopefully raise her with, because I feel like since I have fond memories of model trains, that she could too. That's kind of the simple matter of it. So I'm getting more into trains again, which is kind of funny. Not too different from cars in a lot of ways, and it's been a lot of fun. I got one of my model trains back, I think about a week ago. I put it together. I now have a YouTube channel that I'm going to make all about. I wish I had gotten that on camera. Anyways, what was I talking about? Model trains. Bunch of guys on dirt bikes just went by, and one of the dirt bikes was really tiny. Anyways, model trains. I just made a YouTube channel, or just uploaded for the first time on a YouTube channel. I'm going to be just about model trains and trains, because it feels good to have more than one hobby that I'm really into, because then if I ever get kind of bored with cars, I can take a break, let that kind of recharge, and go to something else. And so it's nice to have multiple interests in kind of a Renaissance man sort of way. So yeah, another thing is I do like writing. I like writing stories, novels, novellas, whatever you want to call it, short stories, like science fiction, fantasy, kind of blending the two together. I like coming up with wacky world concepts and various different types of characters and powers or weird sci-fi concepts, and building cool worlds that are immersive and interesting and complicated. Yeah. Not quite like Star Wars, but similar. Not quite like Harry Potter, but not too dissimilar. Another thing is, obviously unsurprising, is I like filmmaking. I like watching films. I like watching movies. You know, I've said this before. Whenever I consume a type of content or product, I always wonder what it would be like to produce it. You know, like, so when I watch a movie, like early on as a kid, when I watched movies, I always thought, man, it would be cool to make movies. You know, to film, to edit, to do special effects, to act, to do soundtrack and all that sort of stuff. I think that stuff is super, super cool. And it's the same with cars. You know, when I see cars, I think, oh man, what would it be like to have that car? What would it be like to build a car just like that? It's the same principle. When I consume something that I really enjoy, I'm going to want to make it. Oh, fuck it. I am not getting trapped there, man. Anyways, yeah, filmmaking and all that, special effects. That's why I got Final Cut Pro, so that I could feel more professional. That's why I have this camera. It's why I love getting new equipment, microphones. I get excited about microphones, you guys. I got excited about the dead cat on the microphone of this camera. It's like, oh my God, it has a dead cat. And I just thought, man, I'm still a film nerd, aren't I? Then, of course, number 2 slot. Slot, whatever. Gaming, obviously. I love playing video games. I don't really know where I would start in making them, but I love consuming video game products. It's something I've been doing since I was a kid, obviously, and it's a great form of entertainment. Ellie and Heather want Chinese food. I should probably turn around then. I was just at the Chinese food place. Video games, it can be any kind of game. I'm really thinking about playing the Arkham games again, like Arkham Origins, and then eventually Arkham Knight. I think that would be really fun. I like racing games, obviously. I like just anything that's basically fun. I'm not really stuck in any particular genre. In fact, most of the games I play aren't racing games. It's just that a lot of the games I upload to the channel are racing games. A lot of the games I play off camera are not racing games. I play Star Wars, The Old Republic. I play the Batman games. I play Minecraft still. GTA Online, that's sort of a racing game. The Sinking City. Subnautica. I'm not exclusive to any one thing. If you have the option to enjoy something, why would you limit yourself? But then, of course, at the top of it, of the whole thing, the whole food chain, you've got cars. Like, and that shouldn't surprise anybody. That cars is at the top of the list because like I said, I love model trains, I love filmmaking, I love writing, and all that sort of stuff. But cars definitely is the hobby, the passion that I am the most invested in. And I feel like it's interesting to point this out, that people who have hobbies and have passions typically are passionate about more than one thing. Like, because when you meet someone that's into model trains, they're usually into something else. Like someone I know, they like, it could be anything. Like, for instance, someone I know that's into model trains, they like to collect things. One of them is knives. I think another one is like old telephones from like the 19 teens and 1920s, which I think is kind of interesting. Collecting knives, I think, is a pretty common one. Collecting coins. Me and my dad collect silver dollars and arrowheads from like archaeological dig sites and stuff. I like collecting rocks, I guess. It's not really a hobby. I just like collecting random gemstones. That's a pretty expensive one because I like nice geodes or cut gem. I have an amethyst geode in my my office. It's very nice, very pretty. I had a crystal of amethyst at one point, but someone lost it. I let them have it for a little while and they lost it, which is annoying because I got that when I went to Colorado to visit my friend Dutch, and it's gone. So now I have to go back there and get another one. So maybe I'll make a Colorado video at some point because Colorado is cool. It's a very pretty place. Yeah, it's just about anything really. Anything that people can be like invested in and care about is a good hobby. For me, you know, model trains, filmmaking, writing, cars, and gaming. If you guys want to see, if any of you are interested, I don't expect many of you to be. If you're interested in model trains, I at this point, I should have the model train, you know, railroading channel added at this point. But if you're interested, you can check it out. But yeah, I'm going to figure out what to order. So, yeah. I don't really know how else I can really share my other hobbies with the world. Like, so with cars, I'm sharing that right now. Filmmaking, I'm sort of filming that, kind of sharing that right now. Not so much about films, like where I talk about movies that I like and all that sort of stuff. I don't do movie reviews. Gaming, you know, I share that. Model trains, I'm going to try and start sharing that now. And also just actual railroading. When it comes to writing, I'm not sure how to share that. I mean, obviously I can publish a book, but can't really share that with you guys because I'm in the very slow process of writing a book right now, and I look forward to when it's done. It's got nothing to do with cars. It's science fiction. It's very dark, sort of edgy, and I like it. I think it's cool. I think it's got some cool science fiction concepts in there that haven't been used before as far as I'm aware, and people who like Star Wars, Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, not so much Lord of the Rings, but superhero stuff maybe, Batman. It's a blend of various elements of all those things that I think you guys might enjoy. But yeah, hobbies and passions. It's good to have multiple so you can have multiple ways to enjoy yourself.